Good Saturday morning to you on this fourth Saturday of Lent. Once again, I iterate, it is strange speaking to a virtual congregation. Nonetheless, these are the times in which we live, and we are called to pay attention to that. For our readings this day, it's from the Gospel of John, chapter 7, and our first reading is from Jeremiah chapter 11. Just think of that convenience store, 7-Eleven, and you got it. I encourage you to look up the readings along with the psalm, which is Psalm number 7. And pay attention to God's Word. In today's Gospel, from the 7th chapter of John, people are divided on their perspective about who Jesus really is. Whether he is the Christ, the Anointed One, whether he is a prophet, or whether he's just a rebel-rouser. They're wondering about what will become of him and his work on earth. This day, this Saturday morning, many of us are pondering what will become of us, what will become of our work, not just our ministry, what God calls us to, but our work, the thing that we believe brings us sustenance, that brings us security, that brings us income, that feeds our families. And we have apprehension, legitimate concern, and perhaps even worry about what's out there in the future. Now is the time to pay attention to the present, acknowledging concerns of the future, and perhaps with some free time, looking back on what was. But you and I, this day, just like every day, are called to live in the present moment. Imagine this, if Jesus had pondered what was to come and even knew what was to come. And we could talk about that theologically and explore it for a long, long time. That's not the point. If Jesus was concerned solely about the future or simply looking back into the past, how would it had his ministry unfolded? You and I stand in a moment of dynamic tension. Many of us already grieving what we believe we will lose as our world changes radically day by day before our very eyes. Pay attention to what God calls you to for this day. May God strengthen you, give you courage and encouragement. Then in turn, reach out to others in the community and offer them the same. The gifts God has bestowed upon you are not meant to be squandered, worrying about what will be, or locked in contemplation about what has been. They are intended to be spent this day for God's glory. May his word vibrate throughout our world and bring us closer